The Golden State Warriors' midseason acquisition of Jimmy Butler provided a spark, transforming a struggling squad into a legitimate title threat. Butler's arrival injected defensive tenacity and clutch scoring, seamlessly complementing Stephen Curry's brilliance and Draymond Green's defensive dominance. Meanwhile, the Houston Rockets' rebuild culminated in a stunning 52-win season, fueled by Ime Udoka's defensive overhaul. Their late-season surge included statement wins over top contenders, capped by a 10-point victory in Golden State on April 6th. Despite losing the season series 3-2, Houston's physicality and relentless rebounding pose a unique challenge for the Warriors' veteran core. This series hinges on which team controls the margins. The Rockets led the NBA in offensive rebounding, generating 18.1 second chance points per game. Their ability to extend possessions offsets their inconsistent shooting. Meanwhile, the Warriors' post-Butler roster prioritized rebounding discipline, jumping from 18th to 7th in defensive rebounding rate. In their April 6th matchup, Houston's +4 turnover margin proved decisive. Golden State's ability to limit second-chance opportunities while exploiting Curry's off-ball movement against a younger Rocket squad may tip the scales. Houston's Ime Thompson emerged as Curry's primary opponent, holding the Warriors star to a career-worst 1 for 10 shooting in their April game. Thompson's 7-foot wingspan and lateral quickness allow him to navigate screens and contest shots without fouling, a rarity against Curry. When Thompson was on the floor during the season series, Houston outscored Golden State by 24.6 points per 100 possessions. Now, as for Golden State's counter, maybe they'll utilize Curry as a screener to force mismatches. If Thompson shadows Curry relentlessly, look for Butler and Draymond Green to feast on 4-on-3 advantages. Houston's backcourt must improve from deep for them to win. Jalen Green and Fred VanVleet combined for 15.8 three-point attempts per game at 35% shooting, well below the Warriors' efficient four in Curry, Thompson, Podziemski, and Payton II, shooting 39% collectively. While the Rockets thrive on offensive rebounds, sustained cold shooting could let Golden State pack the paint. Steve Kerr's rotation decisions also need to be discussed. Jonathan Kuminga's absence in the play-in game raised some eyebrows, but his athleticism could counter Houston's dual big lineups with Adams and Şengün. Golden State's bench, led by six-man candidate Brandon Podziemski, must offset the aging trio of Curry, Green, and Butler, who averaged 35.2 minutes per game. Golden State's motion offense prioritizes fluidity, while Houston's isolation-heavy approach relies on physicality. The Warriors' league-best assist rate at 71.4% will test the Rockets' discipline. It will test their switch-heavy defense. If Houston mucks up the tempo and dominates the glass, they'll push this series to the limit. Now, moving on to my prediction, let's start with an overlooked truth. The Warriors' recent play-in statement win over the Memphis Grizzlies, a team that rapidly dropped from the 2 to the 8 seed in a matter of weeks, and fired their coach with a handful of regular season games left, is being wildly overrated. Stephen Curry shot nearly 50% from 3, Jimmy Butler dropped 38 points after shooting 18 free throws, and still, they barely survived a team that went 1-15 against winning teams in its final 16 games. Golden State's fundamental roster flaws are being ignored in favor of nostalgia for its aging stars. This team almost seems to be riding the reputation of Curry as a shooting team and praying that playoff Jimmy will make all the difference. Draymond Green and Kevon Looney are defensive specialists who clog spacing, and Steve Kerr's late-game rotations require both to be on the floor at times. Jonathan Kuminga, who earlier this season was being looked at as one of their better players, has been relegated to the bench. He didn't play a minute against the Grizzlies, while Quinton Post logs meaningful minutes. I don't even want to bring up drawing up a play for a Buddy Hield 3 when the play-in is on the line. Yet, according to the betting odds, Golden State is still the favorites. Here's why I think Houston will expose them. The Rockets' advantage comes defensively. Houston held Golden State to 105 points or less in 4 of their 5 matchups this season. Their physicality potentially forces the Warriors into lineups with 3 or more non-shooters in Green, Looney, and Payton, creating a half-court spacing problem for Golden State. In their last matchup of the season, Houston neutralized Curry, Amen Thompson, with his 7-foot wingspan and lateral quickness, held Curry to 3 points in 25 minutes. When Thompson guarded Curry this season, the Warriors' offensive rating plummeted. Houston is also a rebounding nightmare for most teams. The Rockets led the NBA in offensive rebounding rate at 33.2%, generating 18.1 second chance points per game, a historic figure by the way. In their last matchup, Houston grabbed 15 offensive boards and outscored the Warriors 22-8 in second chance points. The Warriors' assist-heavy system works when Curry and Butler are playing like superstars, but Houston's switch-heavy defense funnels the ball to Golden State's weakest links. When Looney or Green are forced to create, the Rockets sag off, shrink the floor, and dare them to shoot. Even with Hield and Pods combined for 10 threes in their last game, the Warriors lost. Now, to be clear, the Rockets are flawed. Their guards, both Jalen Green and Fred VanVleet, are streaky, but Houston's weaknesses seem to matter less here because to some degree, they have the formula to beat Golden State. The Rockets are younger and deeper, and they've spent all season blueprinting this matchup. At the same time, it's never fun to bet against the Warriors, and they finished the season stronger than they started. Let me know who you have taking this series in the comments, and thanks for watching Sports Pantheon.